1.18 is finally out, and with a few redstone changes and a few new added redstone items, I'm here to present you with 5 different redstone contraptions that you need to build in your survival world. Strip mining in 1.18 isn't any easier than 1.17, but you need to stop strip mining and build this tunnel bore machine designed by Misty Cat. This machine uses TNT to blow up a huge tunnel, exposing a ton of ores. All you need to do with this machine is click this note block, it duplicates the TNT, sends a detonated one flying, and boom, it explodes more area. Here are all the materials you'll need for this build. Go ahead and pause the video real quick if you need to. First thing I'm going to want to do is place 3 ancient debris in a line like this, and then 3 solid blocks like so. I'm using Shroomlight because it lights up the air a little bit and it looks nice. Then go ahead and place an observer facing outward, red dot facing you, and a piston on that red dot like so. Then on the other side of the observer, place the cobblestone wall with the slab right next to it like so. And then on top of the slab, slime block, solid block, slime block again. These two can also be honey blocks if you need to make them so. Then place your TNT on top of the cobblestone wall with the dead coral bubble fan on top of the observer. Then you need to go 1 block away, placing your observer facing down with the red dot up, and then go slime block, sticky piston, slime block. Then on top, you're going to go piston, slime block, piston like so. And then on the very top, you're going to place your note block and then your observer facing into the note block like so, red dot out. Now do not click the note block because you will set off this TNT, blowing yourself up. So go ahead and come over here and place your slime block on top of the coral fan like so, and then the cobblestone slab on top of it like this. Now we need to get a detector rail with a minecart on top of the slime block, but we do not want to set off the TNT. So in order to do that, we need to glitch it on top by placing 2 blocks like this and put a detector rail and the minecart on top like so. Then place the piston facing onto the slime block and set the piston off, and you now have pushed the detector rail on top of the TNT. As you can see, the detector rail is on and it's not sending off the TNT just yet. And now you are finished. Every time you click this note block, it will set off the TNT, duplicate it, and throw it over here like so. And we might just find some diamonds. One of the most annoying things is trying to unload all your shulker boxes after a huge mining trip. Well, with this contraption, you won't need to do that anymore. As you can see here, I have 2 different shulker boxes filled with a few various items. I'm going to go ahead and take these and place them in the hopper up top, and it is going to automatically unload these shulker boxes, destroy it after it's done emptying it, and putting the empty shulker box in the chest here. And all the materials from those shulker boxes end up in the barrel right here. You can then make the items go to an item sorter or a big chest from somewhere else. Here are all the materials you're going to need for this build. The first thing you want to do is place 2 barrels next to each other like so. Then go behind these barrels and place 2 hoppers facing inwards. Then standing on the barrels on the right hopper, place 1 block here like so, and then grab your comparator. Go ahead and place down both comparators, one on the stone block and one on the right hopper. Then next to the stone block, you're going to want to place a target with 2 pieces of redstone dust on top like so. Then grab your stone block and place it right on top of this first redstone dust right here so that they do not connect. Then you want to go on the other side of the target and go ahead and place a dropper, an observer, a sticky piston facing out, and a redstone block. Then you want to go over to this left hopper and place an observer so that the arrow is facing into the hopper, then a dispenser on top, and then a hopper on top of that. Once again, on the left hopper, go ahead and place a block, a normal piston, and then a block on top of that piston again. Flip on over to the other side and place an observer into the hopper like this so the red dot is facing you, and then place an observer into that observer like so. And then finally, get this redstone dust and place it underneath. And as the very last step, go ahead and place a sticky piston next to that redstone dust and 2 stone blocks like this. Now if I take these 2 shulker boxes that have items inside and throw them in this top hopper like this, it will go ahead and empty those items into the first barrel and fill the second barrel with the empty shulkers. If you're anything like me, you probably absolutely despise trading with piglins. It's just super time consuming and dangerous, and a lot of times it isn't worth your time. If you agree, you need to make this automatic piglin trader farm. Here are all the materials you are going to need for this farm. Start off by going to the nether and finding a spot where some piglins are. Then go ahead and place down a double chest. And then next to that double chest, place 1 hopper going into it. Then grab your comparator and place it down so that the 2 redstone torches are going into the hopper. Next to your comparator, place down a block of your choice that can transmit redstone, and then a redstone torch. And then on the redstone torch, place the block 1 more time. Now grab your piece of carpet and place it on top of the hopper, and then surround the hopper with glass. On your second row, go ahead and place your dispenser on top of the comparator, kind of like so. And then fill in the rest of the area with glass. On top of the dispenser, go ahead and place a hopper, and then on top of the hopper, place a chest with gold inside. Now go next to your redstone torch. Next to it, go ahead and place 2 blocks next to it, kind of like so. Then grab your repeater and face it into the redstone torch's block with a button on top of the block that you placed before it. I need to get a piglin inside. When you have the piglin inside your cage, you're going to notice that you can't put glass on top of it, so you need to push it over with some pistons. Just place a piece of glass next to the piglin like so, and a piston so that it pushes it on top, and then grab your redstone block and push the glass on top. And don't be a bozo like me, remember to name your piglin so it doesn't despawn. Finally, just need to turn on by clicking this button, and it will automatically start trading with you. And all the trades will instantly go into this double chest. Using staircases to get to the second floor of your base are so 1.17. There's so many various redstone contraptions that you can build that you need to start making some of them. So I recommend creating this very simple elevator right here. Basically, you just get in, you press the button, it sends you all the way up to the second floor, and you can go ahead and pop out. Then once you're done on the second floor, you can go back in by pressing this button here, and it'll send you right back down to the first floor. Here are all the materials you are going to need to build this. By the way, the 10 blocks of iron are just normal building blocks. The first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and mine out a T-like shape, kind of like so, and then make the middle 2 deep with the very end being 3. Then go ahead and grab your note block and place in that 3 deep hole with an observer facing downward with the redstone dust facing up. Go ahead and place your 2 redstone dust to the right of that, like this in the longer section, and cover that up with your block of choice. Back to the observer, go ahead and place a slime block right on top of it like this, and a sticky piston on either side. Then place your last 2 slime blocks on those 2 sticky pistons like so. You're going to need to make a temporary hole in the side that's kind of like this, and then once you make it, get in it and go ahead and place your observer so that the redstone dust is facing downwards. And right under that, go ahead and place your sticky piston so that is also facing downwards, kind of like so. Go ahead and cover up your slime with the block of choice just to make it look a little bit nicer, and head up to the second floor. Once on the second floor, you're going to want to go 4 blocks high, so 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then place this piece of obsidian right on top of the observer, like so. Then, hop down and grab your note block and place it underneath with your block of choice on the side, and then a button. Head on down to the first floor and test out your elevator by clicking the button that's on the floor there, and it should be working like so. Double check to make sure it goes down by pressing it and going in, and if it goes down, then you made yourself a fully functional elevator. Going around shearing a bunch of sheep for your projects can be very annoying. However, if you build this machine, you will never have to worry about wool ever again. This is a smaller build of the farm, and it produces about a stack of wool every 10 minutes. Here are all the materials you are going to need for this farm. The first thing you want to do is find a nice little plot of land and dig a hole that is 7 wide and 1 deep. Then take your observers and place them down so that they are facing a grass block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need to double check the red dot should be facing you. Then next to the observers, dig 2 deep in front of each observer. Then once you've done that, go 4 in, 1, 2, 3, 4, dig out that block and place down your redstone block. Where the redstone block is, you're going to need to dig 3 down because you're going to need to place your chest down and then mine next to the redstone block and place a hopper down that leads into that chest. Then you need to fill in the hole with your powered rails, and then place down your minecart with a hopper. After doing that, go ahead and fill in the remaining area, and place down your dispenser so that the arrow is away from you on top of the observers, kind of like so. Then place 1 layer of your blocks on top of each of your dispensers, and take your redstone dust and put a row of redstone dust like this. Then, you're going to want to find the middle dispenser, which is this one, and place 2 blocks above that, kind of like so. Take your redstone dust and make it go up top and over top of that block that you just placed. Then you need to take all of your shears and place 1 in each of the dispensers that you have. And take your glass and cover up the remaining area 2 high, at least. If you need to, you can leave a little bit of space because now you need to get your sheep inside of your area. If you have some wheat, find some sheep that are near you and make them follow you into the little chamber, kind of like so. You only need 2 to start, and then once they're in, you can go ahead and breed them, jump out, and cover them up. Make sure you only have as many sheep as you have dispensers. So if you have 7 dispensers, make sure you only have 7 sheep inside your chamber. Then you are done. All you need to do is come over here every once in a while, check your chest, and see how much wool we've collected. And that is it for this video, so make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.